Hi everyone, my name is Stacy, and today I'm going to show you how to make a molasses honey sweet brown bread. So the first thing I'm going to do is combine all of the dry ingredients. So I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 3/4 cups of whole wheat flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is the baking cocoa. And then I have 1 1/2 teaspoons of instant yeast and 1 1/2 teaspoons of sea salt. So I'll just blend this all together really quick. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is add all the wet ingredients, which is 1 1/4 cup of warm water. I have 2 tablespoons of molasses. This is going to help give it that nice brown bread color. I have 1/4 cup of honey and 2 tablespoons of oil. Now I'm just going to mix all these together. I'm going to switch over to using my hands. I am wearing gloves. That just keeps the dough from getting under my nails. So now just knead the dough for about 8 to 10 minutes until it all comes together and you get a nice smooth dough ball. This dough ball will be a little bit tacky, and that's completely normal. That should do it. This is a beautiful dough ball. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like, guys. So it's slightly tacky. Like I said, this is totally normal. And so now all I'm going to do is transfer this into a greased bowl, cover it with a damp cloth, and let this rise until it's double in size. So this should take about an hour, but it does depend on how warm your home is. So anyways, I will be right back as soon as it's ready. The bread dough has risen, and so I'm just going to take it out and put it on this floured board. And the next step is to cut it into about 4 equal pieces. You can choose if you'd rather have it just 1 larger loaf or 2, but I do like the smaller loaves when I'm making this. So it looks small, but they do make some really nice sized loaves here. So about 4. I need a little bit more dough from this one into this. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is roll these out and make them each into a tiny loaf. Just kind of roll and twist, and there we go. So it makes a nice little tight loaf right here. And then I'm going to place it onto a baking sheet that's covered with parchment paper. So I'll just keep working through each one. We want to make sure they're about the same size. If one does have more dough than the others, you can go ahead and either take some from that one or just leave it the way it is. It's up to you. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Now the next thing to do is to let it have a second rising. This is going to make them nice and light and fluffy. So I'll be covering this with another damp cloth and letting it rise until it pretty much doubles in size again. And then I will bake it in the oven at 350 degrees. Now it takes about 30 minutes, but you don't want this rack to be too low in the oven because the bottoms will brown quicker than the tops do. I usually like to place this on the rack that's above the middle rack. If that makes any sense, I hope so. So anyways, I will show you guys the finished product when it's done. Thanks for watching. Bye.